Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Hello! I am excited to be here for our Tuesday tip. So today I'm using the Watercolor Shapes stamp set. It is in the annual catalog. I believe it's $21. Let me see if I wrote that somewhere. Sometimes I do. It's $21. So this is actually a really cool stamp set. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with it, which I'll have to post some photos. But for today, I'm just going to show you one really fast and cool technique. You can really do it with any solid stamp, but I just love how it works with this one to make a really cool background. So I have this one right here on my block, and I am going to start with Coastal Cabana. Sorry, I have little gnats in my basement. I hate them very, very much, but there's only so much you can do about them, right? It's that time of year in Michigan. So I'm inking it up, and if you can see this, it does not give a solid image. Can you see in there how all of them are a little bit like muted in places? It is a Watercolor Shapes, so it's supposed to look watercolory. So now I am going to take Bermuda Bay, and you see I only inked part of it. Now this is the lighter color that I did first, so now I'm going to take the darker color, Bermuda Bay, and if you can see, I've gone over a little bit more than half. And I've inked that up, and I want to make sure I have it good. There we go. That's a little better. And so now I have these two colors on there, and I could stamp it just like this, and I would just get two colors, right? But I'm going to take, I have a little container of water, and I'm going to spritz this. So I'm going to do it off camera. So I have a little bit of spritz on it, and you can already see it's already starting to get sort of mottled. Now I'm going to take one of my watercolor painters and pull the top off, and let me screw it back in place because I started to unscrew it. And there is a little bit of water in here, and I'm going to press where it says to press, and water comes out when you do that. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. So now I'm just going to kind of go through the light and just sort of swish it around. And then I'm going to go to the center and swish it around. And then I'm going to go over to the dark. This is just to even it back up a little bit. And then you're going to want to wipe this off or clean it. I forgot to bring a scrap with me. So now I'm going to just stamp it onto a piece of basic white. Okay. And there you go. Now this looks really dark. It would lighten up as it dries. It's very wet right now. Excuse me. And then after it dries, I'm going to show you my finished project, which I cut out with the rectangular framelets. I'm always moving these things, aren't I? So I cut it out with the rectangular framelets. Before I did, I stamped on the basic white with Bermuda Bay, and I used the Shaded Summer stamp set. I used this image right here, and I used Bermuda Bay. I stamped it once, and I stamped it on to this image before I cut it out when it was dry. Once this was dry, you can already see it starting to get a little bit. This looks a lot lighter. I think I must have mixed in more of the Bermuda Bay on this one than I did on that one. But I stamped it on both so I could get this you know, two-tone look. And then it's just on top of it with Stampin' Dimensionals. I used the Bermuda Bay blends to color in 5 of the basic rhinestones. Matted it on Bermuda Bay, and then put it on a piece of thick Whisper White. Now, I picked the Shaded Summer because this is the one that has in Celebration the free dies. And the dies will cut out these two images plus a multitude of other flowers that are not a part of this image, and some leaves and things. So it's kind of a cool, and it's free. So the stamp set's going to be available for a long time, but the dies are only available to the end of the month, and they are one of the $100 levels. So anyway, oh, there it is. It's starting to lighten up. Yay! It gets a lot lighter, I promise you, once you start blending with it. You can also do it on watercolor paper. I just used basic white. You can do it on watercolor paper also. You can also take your watercolor pen. Now that's super dark right there, right? That's the leftover. But you could take that and you could kind of color in wherever you think it's missing. And then just keep getting it lighter, and then go over here and try to blend out some of this, which it is. It's blending it out. You can also, you could grab some from the pad. I'm just showing you ways if you wanted to fill in those blanky, is that a word? Those kind of blankish areas where it got a little mottled. So you could just keep, you know, coloring it. And yes, you could do it all, but I think it's just kind of fun. This one did not come out as pretty as this one. I'm going to be the first one to admit it. Why? Because I'm doing a video. That is how it works in life when I do videos. Perfection is, after all, overrated. As I tell you guys all the time. So anyway, that is my technique for today. Take a solid image, use 2 different colors on it, spritz it, and then if you want to blend it in, you can do that with your watercolor painters. And there you go. That's the fun technique. So here you go. I'll hold that in case you want to do a quick screenshot. And I want to remind you, you can share this video, and I do drawings every month for everyone who has shared. So if you share this video, make sure that you comment below this video on facebook.com/memory inkers that you have shared. If you're planning to place any orders this month for Stampin' Up, you do that at my Stampin' Up blog, my Stampin' Up website, memoryinkers.com, and you can use this hostess code TQWDS494. You can also see this video later on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to watch me live, go to facebook.com/memory inkers. Speaking of live, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, it's bingo. Woohoo! Everybody loves bingo. So if you're curious about what we do at bingo, come on over and watch. I do make some fun cards, and in between the fun cards, we play bingo. And you can be a part of bingo by ordering the card kits. So I hope that you will come by tomorrow. Again, it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Have a terrific evening, everybody. Bye.